Syntax Tank, a strong, a tough, Access Bank, More Than Banking, and Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Happy Smile.
I will add the online review, which is brought to us by Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
And there's a lot online, yeah? A lot of stories online this morning. And we also have a lot of updates from the various churches for you. But if you go to My Joy Online, top story, Ebo Noah arrested over failed Christmas apocalypse and public panic. You know Ebo Noah?
I know him, but who panicked?
Well, there are stories that some people even traveled from. I have not independently verified that, from other countries to come and join the ark because he had predicted the day of doom.
I think this is a waste of police resources.
You think so?
Yes, I do. Look, I understand how certain, proclamations can cause fear and panic, right? You're not allowed to shout fire in a crowded theater, okay? Because the resulting stampede will risk lives, okay? But someone going on social media to to declare a fantasy, how does that cause fear and or panic?
Let me read the story so you get the context and the reason why the Ghana Police Service arrested him. Now, the story says the man who spent months stirring national anxiety with claims of visions involving a water apocalypse, Evans Eshun, popularly known as Ebo Noah, has been apprehended by the Ghana Police Service. Police sources indicate that Ebo Noah was detained on Wednesday, December 31, 2025, following a series of controversial events that began with a failed doomsday prediction on Christmas Day and ended with a bizarre appearance at a high-profile music concert. You remember that concert, right?
Yes.
Now, authorities have particularly been concerned by reports of hundreds of people, some traveling from neighboring countries, abandoning their homes and arriving at his ark site with luggage, potentially creating a humanitarian and security crisis. Ebo Noah first captured the world's attention in August 2025, claiming he had received a divine mandate to build 10 modern-day arks to save humanity from a 3-year global flood. He insisted the rains would commence on December 25, 2025, mirroring the biblical flood. And for months, his TikTok and YouTube channels were flooded with videos of the 30-year-old in tattered sackcloth supervising the construction of wooden vessels. The sackcloth, no, let's replace it with cocoa sacks. Yeah, so that's the story.
Come on.
Yes,
I mean,
about Ebo Noah.
Look, so are they telling us that people actually traveled to Ghana? Where are they? Where are the people?
I have seen. That's why I said I have not independently verified that, but I've seen photos and videos of friends in the area they shared with me of people who claim to have traveled from other countries, Sierra Leone, Liberia, to come to the place only for the thing not to happen. And some of these people didn't even have money to go back home, and so they were stuck and they needed help. And so
no, is this can we send reporters to interview some of these people?
They are still
not
there.
Were they not also doing it to create content?
Well, there's the content angle, but if you are creating content and it also causes
but
it has the potential of causing a humanitarian crisis, as the police are putting it.
I mean honestly,
okay,
I find it quite different. I'm skeptical.
You think the police should just have
I'm
left
skeptical on this one.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that are the police acting based on actual information, or is it all based on what they saw online?
Well, based on what we've seen
did someone travel
to the place,
get to our border and tell immigration that I'm coming to Ghana to join the ark?
Would people specifically state that, especially people who are coming through the land borders? If they are coming from any of the airports, right, then they may state in that thing we feel, right? But on the land borders, I don't know if the thing is, for me,
I think you still have to tell.
The Ghana Police Service this season has been very proactive. No two ways about that. Arresting cyber criminals, arresting arms dealers, arresting all sorts of people. Even on the roads, they've been very proactive on the roads. So I want to believe that they did a bit of work and gathered a bit of information and data before they moved in to arrest Ebo Noah. And maybe we can talk to them on the show later.
That would be that would be interesting, because I want to see what led them to this action, right? Currently, with the information out,
they've given the reasons that hundreds of people traveled to the place.
I'm saying, did they actually see hundreds of people, or are they basing it on videos that say hundreds of people travel to the place?
Okay.
I hope you're getting my point.
So you want the evidence?
Yes, the same way that they say Ebu Noah, was putting out videos that were not true, right? I believe someone can also put out a video saying that, I came all the way from Liberia, because of an ark, when he didn't, or she didn't.
Well,
right?
I'll give the service the benefit of the doubt based on.
I would like to see
based on their Christmas record. For example,
I would like to see the evidence for myself.
You know the guy who attacked a jewelry shop in Adabraka in 2024. They've been able to trace and arrest him now.
Good job.
So they're doing a lot of intelligence work. So based on that, but I also agree with you. They should show us evidence of the people who traveled from all over the world to come and join the latest Noah from the center of the world.
I want to see the evidence of the fear and panic that Ebu Noah caused.
More stories on My Joy Online. Mahama calls for prosperity, peace, and progress in New Year's message. The President of the Republic of Ghana has extended warm New Year greetings to Ghanaians, expressing optimism that 2026 will bring prosperity, peace, and national progress. With the 3 P's: prosperity, peace, and progress. In a New Year message released to mark the beginning of the year, the President encouraged citizens to embrace hope, unity, and a shared commitment to national development as the country charts its course for the months ahead. The President's remarks, delivered a few minutes into the new year, come at a time when many Ghanaians are reflecting on the challenges of the previous year and looking ahead to renewed opportunities for economic recovery, social cohesion, and inclusive growth. So we have our New Year message from the President, and we also want to wish him a happy New Year, to him, his family, to his cabinet, his government, and we pray for strength and wisdom for them as they try to lead Ghana into a prosperous new year. Now, Mr. President, obey New Year parties, so our stomachs are still open and our throats are still dry.
You can buy pork from Winston.
Yes. Fireworks, faith, and flashlight vigils usher in 2026 across Ghana. And Ghana's democracy must never be sacrificed for short-term politics. This is former Vice President Bawumia in his New Year address. Now, former Vice President Dr. Mahama Bawumia has cautioned against the politicization of Ghana's democratic institutions, warning that short-term political gains must never come at the expense of the country's democracy. He was speaking in the New Year's message on Wednesday, December 31. That combined reflection on Ghana's national journey with commentary on current governance. Dr. Bawumia said the strength of Ghana's democracy since the advent of the Fourth Republic has rested largely on the independence and credibility of its institutions. He spoke on a lot of things, including the removal of the Chief Justice. That post is on his Facebook page. If you want to see the full address by former Vice President Bawumia, is there. Now, good news for the Anthony Joshua family and fans. He's been discharged from hospital after that fatal road crash that took the lives of 2 of his closest friends in Nigeria. Yeah, that's good news. The police are still working. Please restore calm after soup that resulted in 1 death at Aboso. And 2 dead, 2 in custody over fatal family land feud. That story is also on My Joy Online. More on police. Tema police fall armed robbery attempt at Afenya. 4 suspects have been killed. And those are some of the stories on My Joy Online. But the beats, the moves, the memories, 90s Jam comes off tomorrow.
Woohoo!
Yes, 90s Jam comes off tomorrow, January 2, at the Pleasant Place in Jolu. So get ready for that action. And Simply High Life also comes off tonight at the La Palm Convention Center at La Palm. Yeah, everything High Life at La Palm. You don't have to miss that. That's inspired by the Adum team. So you chill to High Life music tonight and you boogie into the new year tomorrow at the 90s Jam with the Joy FM team. Now, if you go to citynewsroom.com, they're also leading with the Ebu Noah story. Ebu Noah arrested over false global flood prophecy. NDC's empty promises, deepening Ghanaian struggles. This is Haruna Mohammed. Whole Zongo community opposes the closure of the central mosque. You remember yesterday I read a story about the national chief imam proclaiming one imam as the imam of the whole whole central mosque, or the whole Muslim fraternity. And today we are told that the whole Zongo community has opposed the closure of the central mosque. I just pray that all these issues are resolved. The oxygen city needs a lot of calm. We don't need this. So the various factions should just get together in the spirit of the new year and resolve the issues. Let's have one imam, let's open the mosque, let's pray together, let's live in peace together, and let's go to Allah together.
I'm concerned about the proliferation of arms and how those who were involved in the violence, were able to access weapons, to attack each other at the mosque. That was concerning. Yeah.
Now, more stories. Cadres call for shoot to protect approach in the Galamsey fight. They're asking the state to shoot to protect our environment in the Galamsey fight. And the DSTV conversation is still back in the news. NCA, enhanced DSTV value packages still in force. You want me to give you a bit of that?
Sure, why not?
Charlie, let me give you a bit of that story. The National Communications Authority has confirmed that the increased DSTV subscription value packages in Ghana implemented on October 1, 2025 remain in effect. In a statement dated December 31, the NCA said that the stakeholder committee chaired by the minister continues to monitor the impact of the pricing and value adjustments. And the NCA noted that Ghanaians have largely responded positively, resulting in a significant rise in DSTV subscriptions. And according to the statement, paid TV piracy leads to losses in tax revenue, reducing earnings for the creative industry, and exposes consumers to cyber threats such as malware and phishing, and that they will be working together on killing paid TV piracy. So those are some stories.
So can you read that part again where they said there's been an increase in subscriptions? Can you just read how they worded it?
Okay, give me one second.
Just the last but one.
I was just about moving to graphic online. So let me give you that. So the statement says that Ghanaians have largely responded positively, resulting in a significant rise in DSTV subscriptions. Okay. And that part is in paragraph 2 of the statement. It says the committee noted that the enhanced value packages were duly implemented as announced and remain in force. Ghanaians responded positively to the value increase, resulting in significant increase in subscriptions.
That's the part I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Subscriptions. Can you think of what it would take for subscriptions to decrease?
Explain.
Okay. People don't tend to cancel their subscriptions. They just stop paying their monthly bill. So at any given time, subscriptions will only be increasing because new people will always come along and get new DSTV boxes. But subscriptions would never decrease.
Maybe the subscriptions here meant new subscriptions and renewals.
That's not what they said. They just said increase in subscriptions.
I'm just trying to
I'm only
the statement for
them. I'm only going based on what they've said. That there's been an increase in subscriptions. And I'm thinking logically that there will only ever be increases in subscriptions. I don't think there can ever be a decrease in subscriptions. People don't cancel their DSTV subscriptions. They just stop paying the bill. Right? So they should maybe tell us if there's been an increase in monthly, the number of people who reconnect every month. I would be interested in that.
Anyway, it's coming up to 7. At 7, we bring you the BBC News. There are some other stories also on graphiconline.com. The big news that came yesterday: Ghana settles 709 million euro bond obligation ahead of schedule. Ato is forcing. Ato is forcing. Ghana settles 709 million bond obligation ahead of Charlie. So those are some of the stories on Graphic Online. BBC News is brought to you by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us. Glyco, we